So here we are in part 2 of uploading your games to your web server. In part 1 we showed you how easy it is to upload your complete file and link to your HTML file so you can play the game. In this session we're going to talk about how you can streamline changes within your game once it's uploaded. So here in my game that I showed you in part 1 where I kind of made a goof and I want to be able to disable this feature because I want it to be locked down to 1. I'm also going to make a few other changes. So let's go ahead and go into Bravo, make the changes, save it, and then we'll go into the FTP server and I'll show you what we're going to do. So here we are in Bravo, and the first thing I need to do is make the changes to my teams. So I'm going to click over Teams, and to disable the ability to change the number of teams on the player side, I want to go ahead and click and uncheck the prompt for number of teams. So that will help me correct that issue. Another thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to go into Settings and I'm going to disable the Enable Intro. There may be times I don't want that intro screen to come up. I just want the game to launch and get right to it. So we'll go ahead and click that. Now, if I go ahead and save the game, it's going to save the XML file. But I'm going to do one more thing here to show you. So let's say I get a game uploaded and somebody says, you know what, this looks great, but let's add an image for this summary, or let's place this image in the game someplace. So I'm going to go to Graphics, and I remove the logo just so I can demonstrate this for you. I'm going to go ahead and reload the logo. It's going to appear in the left-hand corner of the game board. So I'm going to click Image and add this coffee logo back here. Now what this is going to do is place this image in my media folder, which I showed you in part 1. So I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to go ahead and do File and Save. Let's go ahead and upload those new changes. So now I'm back in FireFTP. Now, as I said earlier, I certainly can take this whole file folder and overwrite what's on my FTP site. But I don't need to do that. I'm going to go ahead and click on my game, open it up, and here's all my content. I'm going to do the same here on my FTP site. So they look identical. So what I pretty much changed is the data XML file. So I want to go ahead and just click on this. I can either drag it over here or hit the green arrow, and it's going to go ahead and take the new data and replace that data file online. It's going to ask me to overwrite. I'll say OK, and it's done because it's a very small file. Now even though the logo is actually still online, let's assume I didn't put it online here. So I'm going to open up the media file here, and assuming that in the game that I originally did not have this logo uploaded onto my server, I'm going to go ahead and need to upload it here. So if I add any new images that weren't in the game initially, I'm going to need to do that here. And it's done. Now, if we go back up, I don't even have to grab the HTML, so I still have it live here. I'm going to clear my cache. And I'm going to refresh the page. And now the game has just launched. A few things have changed here. We now see that we don't have an intro screen, which I turned off, and we also see that it is locked down to a single player. The logo was there in the first place, but you kind of get the idea. And this is a very easy way to update your games. So again, most cases, at least in our experience, we're constantly making changes to the content of the game, and the XML file is the easiest thing to upload. Of course, if you're ever in doubt, go ahead and upload all the files within the folder up to your FTP site. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and as I said, it's very easy to make games and place them on the website as well as to make changes. We'll hope to see you in some of the other tutorials. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact us. Until then, you have a great day.